It is Motivation Monday, and I don't care what day of the week you're actually listening to this, we are gonna get jacked, we are gonna get stoked, we are gonna get cerebral, we're gonna get deep into it, because we like to make things happen. Get off the couch, let's go! All right, Lewis!
Good morning.
Oh no, you're wearing the winter clothes. It's a bad sign. All right, ladies, what you got for me? Now's your chance to shine. Good news.
Uh-oh.
No, from you.
Uh-oh.
Nothing?
We have like 150 visitors on the website.
That's good news.
That is good news.
Right?
That is early.
Cecilia, your first day, first like hour at LOVESAC.
First 10 minutes.
First 10 minutes. Yeah? Yeah? Tell me
Yes,
why.
absolutely.
Tell me why.
I like the company.
Why is
all
that?
about
You
you.
barely know us.
I know about you. I read about you. I think it's great. You start up
all
a company
lies,
like
don't
this.
believe
And no, it's not lies.
So
I am
far.
excited to be here.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
And you will be doing what?
I am an AP manager.
AP
So I'm gonna
manager.
be watching the finances for you.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. We need that.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know about this guy. He,
Very
you know,
excited.
he-
Very
Oh,
excited
he's
to have
he's
her on.
fine.
He's okay.
So,
He's okay.
yes.
Good. Well, welcome
Nice.
to LOVESAC.
Thank
So
you.
glad
Thank
to
you.
have
Thank you.
All right, tell me something creative. Go.
Happy Monday.
That is way too much creative salary for a happy Monday. Serene, you go see it.
Oh my God. No way.
That's about to go live.
I'm sorry.
So what'd you think?
Reminds me of the time I wrote on the back of a table.
Tell us about that, Dave.
No.
Some other day. Who put you on a table?
You did.
Another one. First hour at LOVESAC.
That's it. First hour.
Give me the brutally honest impression. Go ahead. Go.
Everybody's excited.
Everybody's
That's
excited.
good.
You good?
That's it.
All right. Welcome. See, this is where we make stuff. We prototype stuff. We build stuff. We make samples. We try stuff. We fail, and we win. Yes, it's Motivational Monday, and who's more inspiring than a comedian? Seriously, I wish I were funny. I really do wish I was funny. To quote Ms. Lily Tomlin, I always said I wanted to be somebody. Now I realize I should have been more specific. Lily Tomlin is an amazing American comedian, had a long career, paved the way for females in comedy, and just is a hilarious woman. The point I wanted to make today, and the reason I chose this as a piece of motivation for this Monday afternoon here at LOVESAC and out in your world, is to talk for a second about our morning modus. Okay, what's a morning modus? And what does it have to do with Lily Tomlin? Morning modus is a phrase that I made up, and it's about your it's about your morning routine. What do you do in the morning to get yourself going? What are your habits that you're forming, and how does that set the tone for not just your day, but your week and your month and your year and your life? I'm gonna erase this. There's some secret kind of stuff up there. Big stuff coming you're not supposed to know about. All right, because our our personality, and our success is really just a compilation of all the things that we say and do and think and learn in this life. And so our morning modus, our routine, our method, in my opinion, is an integral part of that, yet too few of us actually even have one. Okay, now what does it have to do with Ms. Lily Tomlin? If we're not careful, we will become a person by default, right? Every day we live, we eat, we drink, we, do whatever we do, we work, and the end product is us. It's you, it's me, it's who we are. We have the ability through thousands of days, through millions of minutes, to shape ourselves, to become what we want to become, Yet, unfortunately, it's very easy to grow old and maybe reflect and say, what did I become? Is this even what I wanted to be? And look, Lily's had a ton of success, so I'm sure that she's writing this with a lot of sarcasm and irony. She's made a ton of money. She's had a lot of fame. But is that even what she wanted? And did she, in fact, achieve the things that she wanted? I don't know. Maybe it's just a clever thing to say. Maybe she really was thinking deeply. I'd like to think deeply for a minute. So as an example, right, of practicing what I preach, I have a morning modus that consists of definitely, physical activity, getting up, working out. I fail to do it every day, but I push myself hard to try. And if I can't do it in the morning, then of course I try and make up for it throughout the rest of the day in various forms. I get back, I read, always trying to, even as I work out, read through audiobooks or through podcasts. I've been very vocal about that. I get back, I read from the scriptures as well. I'm a religious person, and I try and read from the best books every day. And I don't care what religion you are. I think that the opportunity to grow your mind as well as your body, as well as your spirit, is a huge part of becoming what you intend to become, rather than just hoping to be somebody. And too many of us, I think, hope to be somebody, but don't necessarily identify what that is, and worse, don't take the steps to achieve it. You don't just become somebody, you have to make it happen. So just one sort of last piece of my morning modus to share. We'll keep this as short as we can today, keep it simple. I'm very big on using our electronic devices as tools to be sharper. It's not just a phone, it's not just a video game machine. I play no video games, by the way, but maybe that makes me super boring. But on my notes, I keep one particular note that I update. I look at literally every hour of every day, and it's just called Now. You see it there? It says Now. And what now is it's all the things that I need to do now. And it's this weird, and I'm not going to try and teach you how I do it, because it's complicated. It's not even complicated, but it wouldn't make any sense. I use my own sort of language in here. But there are sort of, if you look at this, there are sort of, see if there's anything really private in here. There are sort of 8 or 9 or 10 things across the top that are like the things that I need to check off the box every day, beginning in the morning. And the first one is workout, WKT, workout, creed. I'll come back to that, right? Book of Mormon, my scriptures, learning LNE, love and enthusiasm, one of my New Year's resolutions for this year, to project love and enthusiasm in my life. And I could go on. Blog or vlog is the next one. I have a list of like 10, 12 things that I try and at least make sure I'm keeping up with every day. And if I don't, then a day slips by and you lose the discipline, right? Whatever it is. One other just piece that I think is unique is I have this whole, so one of those things at the top, very top of my list, was after working out was my creed. So there's this Nelson creed. If you've watched this vlog, you've seen me ask my kids about it. It's a thing we have on our wall. It's very personal, but things that we believe as Nelsons in my family that we try and live up to, that we are clean, smart, positive, respectful, and loving. And we expound on each one of those. And tough, by the way. And we expound on each one of those, and we have lessons on each one of those. In our family time, in our family home evenings, what we do on Monday nights. And it's hanging on our wall, and I review this every single day of my life. It also was one of my New Year's resolutions for this year, because as a New Year's resolution, if I'm able to review that creed every morning, it's so much more likely that I can live that way. My point is not trying to, copy what I do or regale you with what my code of ethics and integrity is. My question is, do you have a plan to become the somebody that you want to become? Or are you just living? And there's nothing wrong with just living. Hopefully we're all having a great time and enjoying our time on this earth. But if your goal is to be successful, if your goal is to build something, if your goal is to become somebody, without a plan, it's just hope. And hope is not a plan. And so, so a few personal tips, right? Takeaways. And I talked about this yesterday as well. Identify your purpose. Do you have a purpose? So I would do this with a company, right? What is the purpose of this organization? Why are you on this earth? So the why. Why do you exist? What are you here to do? You need to set that for yourself. In my case, as I shared with you in my yesterday's vlog as an example, my answer to that question, and I review it every day as part of this list of stuff that I review and go over, is to develop myself that I might achieve a successful marriage, uplift others, and become financially independent. There you go. And of course that has a more eternal and religious aspect to it as well, especially the first item on that list. But my next question to you is what, right? Why do you exist, and what? What are you here to do, right? And so what I have in that column at the moment is I am most passionate about creating uplifting and liberating environments like the one I'm standing in, LOVESAC HQ, or my home where I raise my family, right? Creating uplifting and liberating environments to impact people and relationships. That is my what statement. That is what I want to do. And as I go forward, I will probably edit this. And as I've developed this Design for Life philosophy, which has very much become a big part of the reason that I'm passionate about business and passionate about design and what I do, and even this vlog, is to spread this notion of design for life, right? And I've talked about that in other vlogs, and we'll talk about it more in the future, but this is my design philosophy. And it is very much a big piece of the what I'm going to do on this earth, is spread that gospel, as it were, as well as why I exist, right? In terms of LOVESAC, how does that play out? I believe that LOVESAC is here, and this is going to sound funny, especially to capitalists and entrepreneurs, to actually shrink the couch market. We want the world to buy fewer couches because they're investing in ours, and ours have staying power for all the reasons that we've discussed, right? And so, look, it plays out in my personal life, it plays out in my professional life, and I could continue to go on. You need to ask the questions, why? What do I do, right? Who am I? What are my core values? What are my values? And that comes back to my Nelson Creed, right? That's the who question. Who am I? I'm clean, smart, positive, respectful, loving, or at least I want to be, and tough. And then where am I going? How am I going to get there? These are all the questions that I ask as I strategize a company or a startup. And these same questions apply to you as an individual. So that's my piece of Monday motivation. Reflect on these words from Lily Tomlin. It's not enough just to want to be somebody. It's not enough to want it, to want to build something big. You've got to have a plan to make it happen. And you've got to have the rigor and the discipline to stick to that plan, whether you use my method or some other one. And we can explore this deeper in further vlogs if you like. Make some comments, ask me some specific questions, please. But that is my morning modus, or at least part of my morning modus. And I'm a big believer in not just wanting it, but building a plan to become the somebody that you want to be. You know, speaking of Steve Jobs, and perfect timing, it's not a bad point of discussion when it comes to Lily Tomlin's quote of becoming the somebody you wanted to become. He was a creature of discipline, and he was intent on putting a ding in the universe. And you know what? He was unwilling to bend when, you know, the Microsoft type investors were pushing him to separate his hardware from the software. I mean, the point was, he knew what his principles were, whether they were, you know, motivated from at a higher level, or whether they were just his business principles, design principles, and he stuck to them to the death. And he put his ding in the universe, I think. So it's about not just knowing what you want to do, you know, but also having, again, identifying the principles, values, and behaviors that will get you there. Good example. Great book, by the way. Life-changing book. Got to read it. Steve Jobs. Walter Isaacson. probably the greatest biographer of our time. He's done all the great ones, Benjamin Franklin, Einstein, and Jobs. And there's a reason Steve Jobs sought him out to write his book. Pretty pretentious, really. Probably right on. Oh my gosh, what a long day. Good times though, always good times. Lucky, what is your favorite thing on this table to eat? You guys, you are making it very hard to eat when you climb on my chair at dinner. Like and I'm trying to feed the baby. Come on, baby. Come on, Valentine. Let's go. What's happening? What's happening? Why are you on my chair? You have your own chair.
Ow, but I just do so. Whoa. We want I think that just
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, everybody smile. We'll take a selfie. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Aha! Got it.
Your hand went on her mouth on accident.
Always ends in tears. So there you have it, your Monday motivation. Go do big things, make it happen, and begin by looking inside. Set your course, figure out who that somebody is you want to be, and create the strategies and tools to evolve into that. You've got a whole life to do it in, but it begins now. So get off the couch and go make it happen. Share it. Like it. Please subscribe on YouTube. I'm trying to build this up so I'm able to share these little nuggets with more people. I appreciate your support. You're the greatest. I can't even believe you've stuck through it and been a part of this as I'm building it from the ground up. And I'm in the process, and you're witnessing it live, of just getting off the couch myself and doing this thing that I've debated doing for a long time. So this is me practicing what I preach. Have a fantastic week.